Because I Could Not Stop for Death by Emily Dickinson. Because I could not stop for death, he kindly stopped for me. Carriage held but just ourselves and immortality. We slowly drove, he knew no haste, and I had put away my labor and my leisure too, for his civility. We passed the school where children strove at recess in the rain. We passed the fields of gazing rain. We passed the setting sun. Or rather, he passed us. The dews drew quivering and chill. For only gossamer my gown, my tippet only tulle. We paused before a house that seemed a swelling of the ground. The roof was scarcely visible, the cornice in the ground. Since then, these centuries, and yet feels shorter than the day. I first surmised the horses' heads were toward eternity. Emily Elizabeth Dickinson was an American poet born on December 10, 1830 in Amherst, Massachusetts. She was the middle child of a respected family. Her father, Edward Dickinson, was a lawyer and served in the U.S. Congress. Emily grew up in a home that valued education, books, and strict morality. Emily studied at Amherst Academy and later at Mount Holyoke Female Seminary, but she stayed only 1 year before returning home. Over time, she became more withdrawn from society. She preferred the quiet of her house, spending most of her life writing, gardening, and corresponding with friends through letters. Because she rarely left home and dressed mostly in white, many people saw her as mysterious. Despite her private life, Emily was incredibly productive. She wrote about 1,800 poems exploring themes such as nature, love, faith, pain, hope, and death. Her writing style was unique. She used short lines, slant rhymes, and dashes, creating a voice that no other poet had at the time. During her lifetime, only a handful of her poems were published, and many were edited to fit traditional grammar rules. On May 15, 1886, Emily Dickinson died at the age of 55 from Bright's disease, a kidney condition. After her death, her sister Lavinia discovered her collection of poems and worked to publish them. Over the years, Emily Dickinson's powerful and unconventional poetry gained worldwide recognition. Today, she is considered one of the greatest and most influential poets in American literature, admired for her profound insights and unique style. Emily Dickinson's poem, Because I Could Not Stop for Death, presents a gentle and thought-provoking view of death, portraying that it is not as something terrifying, but as a natural and inevitable part of life's journey. Dickinson personifies death as a polite gentleman who arrives in a carriage to pick up the speaker. This carriage ride becomes a symbol of the transition from life to the afterlife. The speaker did not choose or prepare for death. She was too busy living, but death kindly stops for her, showing that death comes to everyone, whether we are ready or not. As they travel together, the speaker observes three significant scenes. First, the children playing at the schoolyard. Second, fields of the grain. And lastly, the setting sun. These images represent the different stages of human life. The children symbolize innocence and childhood. The fields of grain stand for maturity and adulthood, and the setting sun represents the end of life and the approach of death. The calm and steady pace of the courage reinforces the idea that life moves forward continuously and gently, not rushed or chaotic. When the carriage stops, the speaker sees a house that she realizes is her grave, described as a swelling of the ground. Emily Dickinson uses soft, peaceful imagery to remove fear from the idea of burial, showing it as just another home or resting place. In the final stanza, the speaker reveals that this event happened long ago, yet it feels short as a day. This suggests that the experience of time becomes more different after death. Earthly time no longer matters because she has entered eternity. Through this peaceful tone, Emily encourages readers to reflect on the nature of life and death with acceptance rather than fear. Instead of portraying death as sudden, violent, or tragic, she shows it as a companion who leads us with respect and calmness. Overall, the poem communicates that death is not an end, but a continuation into eternity, and it invites us to view it with understanding, patience, and peace.